All right, so here I have another recipe, ladies. Hello, good afternoon, good evening. And this is going to be a Honduran recipe. This is arroz con pollo, Honduran style. So this is what I'm going to be using. You can use chicken, pechugas de pollo on the bone. I use boneless. This is already washed. Bell pepper. What is this thing called? Apio, celery, tomatoes. I did three small tomatoes, but you can use two. Half an onion, some carrots, which I'll be slicing later, but this will go in the later video. This does not go in this one right now. But with this dish, hot dogs, cumin, black pepper. You're gonna use fresh cilantro, but I don't have fresh cilantro, so you're gonna use cilantro leaves. So use fresh cilantro for this recipe. I don't have any right now, so I'm just going to be using the cilantro leaves. You're going to need curry powder, consomé de pollo, butter. This is the rice you need to use. Do not use any other rice. This is what it's called. It's already pre-cooked rice. So this is the key of making this dish. And then we're going to start with boiling a pot of water, which I had cooked chicken previously with another thing, so I'm just using the same water and added a little bit more, but I'm letting that boil just a little bit. Once it starts boiling, I'm going to be adding some ingredients, and I'll take you along with that. Oh, and also I'm going to be using some broccoli in it. Okay, this is optional. You can pretty much use any type of vegetable. Like I was saying, you can use any vegetable you want with it. Carrots, broccoli. You don't have to use the hot dogs if you don't want to. That is optional. But you can use peas to put in it also. So yeah, you can just add your own little twist to it, whatever vegetables you guys like. But these are the key ingredients here. These here. The rice and the seasonings are the key ingredients, and the chicken. So those you kind of have to, and garlic. But like I told you, I use that diced garlic. So I'm just gonna grab it from the jar. So once that water starts cooking, I'll show you what I'm going to do. So a little bit more detail on this. You're only going to use like about a quarter of a green bell pepper, so you're not going to use it all in here. You can if you want to, but the recipe that I know, you just use a quarter of it. So anyhow, I'm going to take these ingredients with me right over here next to so see, that's about how I'm going to use of garlic. And let me bring the chicken. Okay, I'm just letting this boil a little bit more. So meanwhile, I'm just going to bring all these ingredients with me except the curry powder, which we will not be using at this moment. But we will use it later on because there's more steps to this. So I do want to say that it's been taking me a little bit to kind of get used to this this cooking with a electric stove. But anyway, here are the ingredients. Okay, you're gonna put all of these things into the boiling water. Okay, you're just gonna put all of this in there. Okay, and then I'll show you the seasoning in a moment. So far all the ingredients are inside. I put in the chicken. Now I'm going to put in some of the black pepper, and I'm gonna put a pretty good amount of it, about that much. Okay, black pepper, and then some cumin or comino, about the same amount of it. About that much. Okay. And then you're gonna add the oregano, the cilantro in here. But I don't have the fresh leaves, so I'll put some of the dry leaves. So I put about a spoonful of consomé de pollo in there, and then I'm just going to stir it in there. And you're gonna put a little bit of oregano. I like the taste of oregano in this, so I'm just gonna put a little bit in it, about the little bit less than the amount that I put of the small spoon. Okay. If I can find it right now, right away. Here it is. So we're gonna put okay, there you go. All right, and then we're gonna let this boil together. So you're gonna put it in a medium heat, let it boil, cook down, and then I'll show you the next step once this starts. Once this is done. All right, so you guys are gonna cut the if you have big, like, regular carrots, it's perfect, use those. I have these on hand, so I'm just going to slice them like this. Okay, this is how you want to slice them, kind of to thin them out a little bit so they can be easier to cook with the rest of your meal. So I'm gonna cut up the carrots, the hot dogs, and then I'm going to cut up I think some bell pepper, a little bit of the other quarter of bell pepper, and then I'll show you how to cook the rest once the chicken is done cooking. So for a side dish, I cut up 2 really big red potatoes, and I just peeled them and diced them up and put them in there with 3 eggs. By the way, I washed the eggs before I put them in there just because I'm a little iffy about it, but I'm gonna add a little bit of salt and a little bit of butter. I don't know, I mean, not butter, just a little bit of salt, and that's it. So it could boil up together. I'm gonna cover it and let it cook, boil up until that potato is nice and soft and a fork goes right through it. I'll probably take those eggs out before then because they probably will cook before. Peel them, and then I'm going to slice them and dice them up. And we're gonna do like a potato salad, a very simple potato salad. And this is almost done, so I'm almost taking this out. I'll be taking out the chicken, shredding it, and then all the ingredients that you see in there, I'm going to take them out with a spoon, put them in a blender, blend it, and then I'm going to keep that, and I'll show you when I'm going to use it because it's un sofrito. So I'll show you guys that in the next couple videos, okay? All right, so once the chicken is done, you're going to shred it. So I already did that. And then you're going to put butter in the pan. This is my best pot to make rice in, so this is the one that I'm going to be using. And like I told you guys, I separated the liquid from the actual ingredients and blended them, so it made into a sofrito. You're going to save that water because that's the water you're going to use to cook this down. So once this starts doing that, and you're going to use enough butter because the recipe shows that, and then you're going to fry the actual rice on here with the ingredients, which is the green pepper, the carrot, and the hot dogs. And you just pour it in there and you start frying it down. All right, at the same time you're going to put in the rice once you let that fry a little bit, just like that. I had to take it off the fire so you guys can put you're gonna put the curry powder in it, okay, at this moment. All right, I put at least, I want to say maybe half a tablespoon of this, and then you're gonna stir it, fry the rice just a little bit, and then you're gonna add the chicken. You already put the curry powder in it, you put the chicken, you're frying it. just a little bit, and then you add the sofrito in it now, just like that. Make sure you get all of it because this is the flavor of it. You're not going to add any more seasoning onto this. And then you stir it all in there, and then you're gonna add your water to the almost to the rim of the pan or the dish, and that is to give it the enough water to cook the rice. All right, and then the broccoli, actually I'm not gonna pour it in here just because I think that's enough ingredients in there, and I'm just and make it that aside, and that's it. All right, so I'll show you. We're gonna grab that water and we're gonna pour in there. Just wanted to get that other flavoring in there because I put the, okay, and then that's it. You cover this, you put it in simmer, and you let this cook down until it's done. And then I'll show you when I'm done with the potato how to do the potato salad. All right, and for the potato salad, you're just gonna dice up the egg, the potatoes, already, you know, you're gonna break them down. So you're gonna add salt, pepper, a little bit of mustard, and mayo, and then mix it, and that's it. And this is the end look of that. I will show you guys once I plate it how it should look and how you guys can plate it.